Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the podcast. Yes, well, I'm talking with a little bit more swagger today because, man, I got an announcement for you that is probably a bigger announcement than LeBron leaving Cleveland to go to the Miami Heat. It's pretty exciting, and it's not going to be very upsetting. So today, we rarely have people that come to the podcast 2 or more times. Usually it's one and done, but we have a repeat guest here today for a completely different reason. But if you go back to episode 98, you're going to meet Kaskel, but if you don't, she's right here. Kaskel.
Hello.
Welcome to the show. We were singing right before we came on here.
True.
It is true.
Taylor Swift.
Taylor, is that what it was? I knew that. My daughter's listening. My daughter's listening. I knew it was Taylor Swift. Yeah. So Kaskel here in the hot seat today. She is the owner of a Sunnyway Movement Management. Is that? Well,
it's changed.
Should I?
Sunnyway Senior Move Partners.
Oh.
Yeah, it's changed.
Okay.
Well, we originally had Move Management for a little bit, and we realized we do more than just managing moves. We are a partner for our clients in the downsizing process. And so we thought that was a little bit more accurate.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. So give everybody a little bit of an idea about what Sunnyway is. I mean, you kind of just did, but
No, that's okay.
How's business been?
Oh my gosh, Tim, the last time I was on this podcast, it's so funny. It really hasn't been that much time in the grand scheme of things.
It hasn't.
But it feels like it's been decades. Seriously, it's been a wild ride, but so rewarding.
Yeah.
So much fun. We've met so many great people, so many great clients. You know, we've really been able to help a lot of folks downsizing, especially, you know, our bread and butter really has become the content. It's become, what do I do with all this stuff? That's the big question that we kind of position
people living in their house for 50 years. They accumulate a lot of stuff, and now it's time to downsize or go to assisted living. So
wherever they're moving, we got folks moving in and out of Maryland. We got people moving 5 minutes away. We got people moving across states. Whatever it is, we've come across so many different situations and found a lot of people that have really benefited from our services and from our care. And
that's awesome.
Yeah, it's been a lot of physical and emotional, labor, but it's been so rewarding. I will take this over sitting at a desk and typing away. And
I think it was towards the end of 2025, maybe October, November, when you were in the studio, and to see just a little bit of growth and when I say little, it's been a lot of growth, and it's just such a short amount of time. It's just been so refreshing because you're 24 still, and you got your dad working for you.
I do. Well, he is my biggest asset. Seriously. I couldn't be out here making all the promises and, telling all these people how we can help them unless I had him in my corner. Seriously, I can count on him, for almost anything. I can just say, hey, Dad, we gotta find a way to make this happen. And he's like, I got it. We're on it. Keep moving, so cool. Keep up the momentum.
There was a lot of parallels in that episode with you and your dad and the relationship that you guys have and how you guys have worked this together, and with me and my dad, and how we grew the business together for such a long period of time. And now the old man's retiring on me, but you still got your dad for a few more, hopefully. So good.
I'm gonna need him. So
yeah. So outside of Sunnyway, what have you been up to there?
Oh gosh, I've been up to everything. It's so funny being self-employed. My day is not structured around the 9 to 5. I don't just log off at 5 and go home and wash my hands and be done with it. Sunnyway is always in the back of my mind. But that being said, I was part of community theater production of Prince of Egypt over the winter, which was really fun. A lot of really amazing people in that cast. It was a good way to kind of have that creative outlet and do my business thing. But I will say, coming into the spring, I don't think I'm going to have any time.
You're going to be quite busy.
So I have taken a back seat. I'm still involved in the whole theater world. I paint the sets and do costumes when I can. So it's still a cool way to see all my friends, but definitely not going to have time to commit to a full, on stage performance like I was. So I think it is super worth it because of the announcement that we have today. I think I am going to be spending my evenings and weekends doing a lot of other cool stuff.
Yeah. So do you want me to say it, or do you want to say it?
I think you should say it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, drum roll.
Drum roll.
Kaskel recently got her a real estate license, and she is now a member of the Markland Advantage with Cuppings and Company Realtors. Drew sets off the streamers and the fireworks in the background. Yeah, this is exciting, man.
So exciting.
I am more pumped than you are, and you
I
are.
doubt it.
Yeah, no, seriously. Because, and I've said it time and time again, we weren't necessarily looking to bring more people into the team, but if there was ever a good fit that I felt would really do well, then I'd entertain the possibility. From the first time we met with that podcast, episode 98, check it out. You could just tell like there's something really special about you.
Thank you.
You got a lot of determination, you got a lot of hustle. You're 24, but you're doing you're getting after it in business, and you're growing this thing, and what better way to marry what you're doing with Sunny Way and also create value through providing real estate services?
Yeah, bring it home. I think that being experienced and knowledgeable in real estate makes me better at the Sunny Way piece.
Yeah.
Simply put, I think, I meet a lot of clients in transition that have a lot of questions and a lot of different things they're trying to work through that I can't really help them with because I'm not a licensed real estate agent. I can't, and I catch myself saying that to clients. I'm like, well, this is really outside of my area of expertise.
Yeah.
For now.
But now. Yeah.
Now it's going to be a little bit different. Now that conversation, we don't have to brush that off and say, hey, we're not the experts in the room, which still, to be clear,
yes,
still not the expert in the room. Okay, let me make that very clear.
You got to start somewhere.
Right? Yeah, and that's why I'm so thrilled.
Yeah.
To be under your great leadership.
That's awesome. Yeah,
it's going to be
we're pumped. You got to sit down with the rest of the team, and they got the opportunity to meet you. And
they are incredible.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Dan, Adam, Amy, all of them. Oh my gosh, they were just. I can see you have something so special with the team that you built, and I'm so honored.
This is going to be
fun. To come in and join. This is going
to, we've already had a lot of energy, but you get to like this renewed energy with something new. And after meeting you, all of our team, Amy, Dan, and Adam, we're just like super pumped. This is like renewed. I didn't
put them off.
No, not at all.
I can be intense at times, so I'm like, did I kind of come in a little too Kaskel? But
that's imposter syndrome. You did just fine. You just
well, they were amazing.
Hence why you're sitting in the seat right now.
Well, this is true.
Yeah. So.
And the admiration is mutual.
Yeah. Yeah. So, certainly starting something new can be a little overwhelming. I would encourage you to just take it one day at a time and one moment at a time, and understand that this is not going to be a sprint. It's going to be a long-term play. And the more that you can educate, learn, and experience what we're going through, and you'll have the opportunity to shadow all of our teammates. The calendar's open to you, and but your heart and your intention is in the right place. You do good things for good people, and great things are going to happen in life, and you're already doing that, and that's just going to be an extension of what you do with the Markland Advantage. So
yeah, I'm so excited.
Yeah. And I think too is you're not just the niche of helping a potential client, seller, downsize, whatever, but a senior, but you are also going to be able to learn to work with first-time home buyers, and help them through that process as well.
Yeah.
But having the support of a team and having that mentorship and having that partnership of like, hey, especially through your first few transactions, you're going to be able to work alongside of us, and we're going to be able to help you guide your client through that process of whether it's buying or selling. And so what better way to have, two people helping you through that process, plus potentially managing the move of everything too, which is super, it's going to be awesome for people. Great value.
That's the hope. I mean, the hope is that, hey, from the moment that you're thinking about downsizing or moving, and you really just want to understand your options, and you want to know what do I do? What can I do now? 24 months in advance. What can I do now in anticipation of this, right? And like you said, our niche is that downsizing piece, and that's super, super important. And Sunny Way is still, that is the focus of Sunny Way. That Sunny Way exists for anyone and everyone out there in any situation that is, looking around saying, what do I do with all this stuff? I've had actually quite a few people reach out that aren't seniors, that aren't, that are just, hey, I've got a lot of stuff, and I've accumulated a lot, and I've got a job, I've got kids, I've got dogs, I've got all these different things, and I can't just carve out the time to figure out what to do, let alone process letting go of all of it, right? So, I mean, we're still a resource. There's a certain anxiety that probably creeps up in people, 100%. A paralyzing anxiety to be able to start with something like just so grand of all this stuff that we've accumulated over such a period of time. 100%.
And to have somebody that has compassion and empathy for people.
A lot of times it is just sitting down, let's put together a system, let's talk about what you're feeling, let's talk about what's going on. And throughout the process, my favorite part is, I have clients that'll pick out little trinkets and little letters, and I had clients read poems to me that they've written over the years, and they get to share that with someone, and it is just such a critical part of, processing through a transition or even just a downsize in place, So. Wow. You just took the real estate exam. Somebody's listening to this. Yes.
What was the most challenging part of the real estate exam?
I think the real estate exam, so it was its own mental, struggle getting through the course was already difficult because I had all these things that I would have rather been doing than studying the content, right? And then you get through the course, you pass that, there's that final exam with the course, you pass that and you're like, all right, I can do this, right? And then it's kind of like, do I want to schedule the exam? Am I ready for it? Do I want to do it? And it's to the point where I was like, let me schedule it. I'm going to block off the day before.
Okay.
And I took the exam on a Thursday morning at 8 a.m. They only had 8 a.m. time slots. I don't know if you knew that.
That's a good thing.
8 a.m.
Yeah.
It was like so early. And so I blocked off the Wednesday before, and I just sat and just studied and reviewed. And anything that I didn't understand, I just went and did a little bit more digging. And I got to a point where I was like, as soon as I walk into those doors to take the test, I either know it or I don't.
Yeah.
You know what you know. I'm not going to stress. If I don't know the answer, I'm going to keep it moving. I either know it or I don't. I'm going to pass or I'm not. Right. And I'll be okay.
Pass it on the first time.
Well, I got really, really, really lucky with that. I still remember the receptionist there. They keep their poker face when they're printing out your results. And I'm like trying to read her. I'm like, is she smiling? Did I pass? And she didn't give me anything. Nothing. So I had no idea until she hands the papers to me. And I'm like, pass. And then I look at the statement and I'm like, pass. I'm like, oh my gosh. It's like this weight just lifts off. And I was and it's silent in the testing room. Like it's silent in the entire, like that lobby. Yeah. So I'm like, yay. Yay, I passed. Like super
you don't want to be that one person that's like, whoa.
Throwing a party in the lobby. Like, no, I can't do that. So I'm like, yay. That's funny. But it was great. It was awesome. It was, the test was brutal. It's a long test, and it's a lot of sitting there and thinking, like, am I confident about this? How do I know?
And how they phrase the questions makes you like double guess what you're reading, and are they trying to trick you into this way or
and then you take it's federal, I think was 100 questions or maybe more. It's like, do I go back and click through all of them and double check them? That's insane. That's 100 questions. So I got to a point where I was like, I kind of flagged the ones I wasn't sure about. I went back and I was like, all right, just submit.
Let it be
done.
Yeah.
The rest is out of my hands.
Yeah. Well,
but it worked out. It worked out. And I'm so excited. This is just like the start of a, super exciting journey.
You can tell you're going to be super successful with this. I believe in it. I believe it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yep. Yep. So if people want more information about whether it's Sunnyway or real estate, how can people connect with you?
Yeah.
You got a new email today.
I did get a new email today.
Yeah.
Kara at themarklandadvantage.com.
That's Kara.
Kara with a K.
Yeah.
And then, of course, I still have my Kara at sunnywaymove.com.
Yep.
And then, with Sunnyway, I have my phone number everywhere on all social media, but it's 410-989-3493. I got Instagram, Facebook, it's all Sunnyway.
Yep.
Sunnyway Move.
Sunnyway Move.
Yeah. So I do have a Sunnyway TikTok account.
Ooh, that's right. That's right.
Which I've been kind of wondering how much I love TikTok. I love, but I'm like, I don't know if that's our main social media platform right now, but it has been really fun. It's
fun, and you never know.
I love my little videos.
One video is going to pop off and reach a lot of people. You
never know. And I try and keep my content short and sweet. So any little videos I do, come along with me today, kind of thing. I try and keep it concise. Yeah.
Well, I would encourage you to document this journey that you're about to embark on, and create TikTok videos.
I'm going to be looking back on it, thinking, oh my gosh,
you gotta document what it's like to be a first-time agent and what you're learning.
I love that.
I think people will appreciate that, and people want to get behind you for, as you've probably already seen with Sunnyway, people want you to succeed.
They do.
And now they're going to want you to succeed as a real estate agent. And so, and with this business, it's all about word of mouth and referrals and stuff like that. So.
And to that point, I'm so grateful for, since we launched Sunnyway, since we kind of started putting that message out there up till now, we have had so many amazing people from so many different directions and backgrounds and areas that have been rooting for us.
Yeah.
And that just is genuinely, I'm humbled beyond words for that. And it's just it's so cool when you have something that you're passionate about, and it just resonates when you're talking to people, and they, you say, oh, we help people through this problem. They're like, I hear of one of two things all the time. It's either I know someone that's going through that and they need that, right? Or I wish I knew you were around when I did that.
Yeah.
I'm so great. I literally wake up every morning and I'm like, I'm so grateful for the life that I get to live. So
that's so awesome.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, you're making a difference, and this is going to be a lot of fun. Yeah. So I'm looking forward to it again. If you didn't catch the beginning, this is not live. Of course you caught the beginning. Kara Kaskel is now a member of the Markland Advantage with Cummings & Company Realtors, and could not be more excited for what's to come.
Super, super, super pumped.
Awesome. Please reach out to Kara. Again, you can reach out to us. You can connect with us on all the social media platforms. We're on Facebook and Instagram at the Markland Advantage, as well as YouTube. If you're listening to this on Spotify, Audible, or Apple, you can watch this on YouTube. Or if you're watching this on YouTube, you can listen to this in the car and on any podcast platform that you subscribe to, the TMA Connection. So, Kara Kaskel, welcome to the insanity, buddy.
Woo!
Yeah, let's go. Until next time, folks, live your life to the fullest, and we'll see you soon. Take care. Did you like this episode of the TMA Connection? Well, you might want to check this one out right here. Go ahead, click it.